Howdy folks, welcome back. And today I wanted to do an update on the slime finder tutorial I have. Not how to make a slime farm, but how to find the chunks for it. So I laid out something here, got this a little bit prepared. This is the red area is our slime chunk, and with the new 1.7.4 or 1.7. If you look in the left-hand corner right here, you can see all these numbers. On the X, it says negative 68, blah, blah, blah. And then in parentheses, negative 69. And then you'll see C. This is what we want to see. C colon negative 5. C is now a chunk, meaning that we're in chunk negative 5 of the map, or chunk. It's just specifying which chunk we're in. We switch over here, now we're in chunk negative 4, a new chunk. Back in negative 5, back in negative 4 on the Z, or on the Z, I'm sorry, Z. So this is Z, and then this is Z. So as you can see, on the Z, we're in chunk negative 3. We go over here, we're in chunk negative 4. So let me show you on the slime finder app. Let me pause this. Let me bring this in. There is a new app. The one that's linked in my previous tutorial. It's not working anymore. Like the page is not there anymore. So all you do is just type Google or search Minecraft slime finder, and this was the first one. Right here. I don't want to go back because of the seed. So once you get to this one, I will provide a link in the video description. There's two ways you can do it. One, you can put your seed in manually, or two, you can load it from your save files where your Minecraft save files are. So if we load from a save, my save files, I actually have a shortcut on my desktop because I use this folder a lot. But you would go into your app data roaming and then .minecraft file, and you can go to your saves. These are all where your saves are at. And for this one, I have Slime Finder Tutorial 1.7.4. Click on it, and it asks for your level.dat underscore MCR. Open that. Boom. It puts my seed in, and then you hit find slimes. I've already done that. We're already here, but that's what you would do. And all the green areas are your slimes, and then they give coordinates. So this one right here, this is the one we're on. It's negative 80 to negative 64. It's in even numbers, but the chunk wouldn't actually start right here, and I'll show you exactly what I mean for it. But let's just take this for example. What you'd want to do is write these numbers down. Just write down on your X, it shows it right up here, X coordinate, negative 80 to negative 64. So that would be approximately 16 blocks. Then on your Z coordinate, you need to go to negative 48 to negative 32. And that will make one complete square. I mean, you could draw it out on paper and you can actually see it yourself. So this is the chunk we're going to do. Okay, so now we're going to go back to Minecraft. And we're going to pull up the F3, and let's go to negative 80, negative 48. So, negative 80, negative 48, right here. Right here is negative 80, negative 48. I want to show you something. Right there is exactly it. Now look at the chunks that we're in. On the X, we're in chunk negative 6, and then in parentheses, it shows 15, meaning block 15. Since there's 16 blocks in Minecraft, it actually starts from 0 to 15 instead of 1 to 16. So 0 is actually like a 1. But this block would actually be in this chunk out here. You actually have to go over and start in the new chunk where it would actually be. So you can't actually go in this chunk, even though it says on the app negative 80 to negative 48. So we want to be inside the chunk closest to that. So inside that, we would actually be -79 by -47. So kind of one back on each one. And look at the parenthesis numbers by the C's now. They're block 0, 0. On the X, we're in -5 chunk, parentheses 0, meaning we're on the first block of this chunk. Look at the Z number. We're in -3 chunk, parentheses 0, meaning we're on the first block on the Z coordinate. So this is the very first one right here. Now if we go over one on our X, because we're moving X this way, now we're in -6 chunk, block 15. So we're actually in a different chunk now. This is actually considered a different chunk. So that's why I separated them. This is where it can get confusing. Now when you dig it out, obviously digging it out a block bigger, because if you were to go exactly, you know, it wouldn't really matter. But say, for example, in Feed the Beast, when you're trying to figure out chunks and you need exact chunks for like spot loaders and stuff, then this is where this would come in. So then the other numbers is -64 by -48. So we would go over this way on the X, because we're going to -64. And bam, -64. If you go over to the chunk, it's C -5, so we're still in the -5 chunk going this way. And you can see in the parentheses, it's going down, it's going up, and boom, this is the last block in this chunk right here. If we go over one, we're in block 0 and -4 chunk, so this is a new chunk. So then this is one corner, that's one corner. Now, from here, it said we needed to go to -32 by -64. So we're going to just go this way and go to -32, keeping on the -64, as you can see. And bam, -32 by -64. And now we're still in the -5 chunk on the X, and we're in block 15. And on the Z, we're in -3 chunk still, the same one, block 15. So this is the last chunk, last block in this chunk. Now we already got 3 corners, so it's not too hard to connect your other corner, which would be right there. So that would be our chunk right there. That's our slime chunk exactly. Now if you were to go exactly off the app, because I know this can get confusing. It confused me at the beginning, and you're trying to look at all these numbers. You just got to look at it as you have to be in the right chunk. Even though on the app it says, oh, -80 to -64, it's just giving you even numbers. It's not giving you the exact. It's giving you just even increments. That's all it's doing. You actually have to get in the chunk. You know what I mean? So you'd have to step it back one. So this is actually 0, 0 of this chunk right here. So it's the first block going this way, and it's the first block going this way. Then all you'd have to do is go 16 blocks out that way, 16 blocks out that way, or either way, it doesn't matter. And there would be your slime chunk. So that's how you find the slime chunks. I'll put a save of this world in the video description if you want to get on here and see exactly. You have the seed already. Just type in \seed. And boom, there's your seed. You can type your seed in that app, and you can check it out. You can check exactly this out. And so just a lot of questions on that. I'm not doing a tutorial on how to build a slime farm, because there's a bunch of them out there, you guys. There's not a lot of tutorials on actually how to find the chunk, you know? Not many people go through that. So just to give you a little thing to know. Slimes, if you're trying to do a slime chunk underground and build a trap, you need to start at Y40. So if you look at our Y coordinate, we're at 91, 90, 89, 88, 82 right here. So you need to be at 40 and under. Okay, they spawn at Y40 and under. If they're 3 high, so say this is block 40 and they're 3 high, well, you would at least need to start your pad 3 blocks down from 40 then. So 40, 39, 38, 37. Okay, so remember that, because the biggest ones are 3 high and they start at level 40. Okay, so that's that. And another thing, the biggest question I got, they're not spawning. They're not spawning. First off, slimes are not affected by light sources. They're not affected by torches in any way, okay, you guys? So you can put as many lights in there. It does not affect their spawning. It's everything else. Slimes count against the mob cap in the game. So when you're in the game right here, there's so many chunks loaded around the character in all directions, and there's so many mobs that can spawn around you. Do you know how many caves are down below underneath me? There's probably a million. You literally have to do tons of lighting up on caving. I mean tons, you guys. You have to put the time into it if you want to get good results. They're not going to spawn if there's a million other mobs over there in caves and over there in caves, and you have a slime chunk down below. It just ain't going to work. Maybe you get a few, and that's it. So, to show you on my oh, we got one in there. This is my actual map that I'm playing on right now in my world, my Let's Play. This is the one I built. There's 3 chunks right here. Looks like there's one in there. He's dying. Yep, so this is the one I wanted to show you. This is the one I built. 1.7. I think I started this in 1.7.0, and now we're in 1.7.4. This is the one I built. As you can see, I got a bunch of lights. It doesn't affect it. And I even got on and off switches. I have a bunch of droppers or dispensers right here hooked up to a button. I turn it on because remember, if these guys are constantly spawning here, then they're going against the mob cap if you have a mob farm, like a mob, a mob trap. So I turn these off when I'm not using them, and I turn it on when I want slimes. So then we can just go back to the button. And voila. And I'm not going to do a tutorial on this. This will take too long. If you want to check this out, you can check out the video on my Let's Play. I'll provide a link in the description for it. You can just check out the video, and it shows what I did here. But I kill them in this water chamber down below, and then they shrink up to small sizes, like the smallest size. They go up the ladder. They can only go so high up ladders, so if you go too high, you actually have to start another stream and then move them up. And then they come up the ladder. Then in the water, they go in this golem cage right here. And the golems kill them. And look at all that. It's fully automatic. I don't even do anything. All I have to do is be in the area loaded. And those guys kill them all. Look at that already. Just tons of them. So, that's it. So I wanted to show you. A lot of people were asking, does it work? Does it work on the new one? Does it work on the new one? Now, as far as snapshots, I don't know. I don't play on the snapshots. I'm just playing, regular Minecraft as it gets updated. I don't see a reason why it wouldn't work unless they updated slime behavior. And I know they kind of did. I thought I heard something like they can kind of swim, or they might not jump in one direction anymore. So if that's the case, that trap I may have to improvise and do something else. But this tutorial is not on how to build it, but on how to find the chunk. So that's it, and the only reason we're in my world is to actually show you. There, it works. You saw once. Well, you didn't physically see it spawn. Here, he actually spawned, and then he dropped down. Like, we just missed it, but it does take a little bit of time for these guys to spawn. Oh, there's one right there, look. So another one spawned. Look at that. Okay, so he spawned somewhere, and he fell off. Okay, so very cool. And I have everything lit up around me, you guys. I mean, like, everything. I have the perfect setup. Oh, look, there's another one that spawned. Look at that. So the number one question I got is, they're not spawning, they're not spawning. Well, you guys just saw. Look at all these spawning. It's everything else lit up around you. You literally have to light up everything, you guys. And when I mean everything, you have to light up everything in a big radius, you guys. A big radius. And just to kind of show you what kind of radius I'm talking about here, I have a witch farm over here. This is up on a server. This is my Let's Play, but it's not. I don't play it on this server. I just do it for this creative mode. There's a witch farm right there, and look at this perimeter I set up over here in this wood. The half slabs right here, and over there, and they go all the way around. Every cave underneath is lit up. Everything. I think that's what I do, 150. I think this is 300 by 300, I think. I can't remember. It's big. It took a long time, and then I get perfect spawn rates on the witches right here. I mean, just tons of stuff. You know what I mean? It's like a non-stop spawning. And that's how my slime farm is set up. The same way. It's all lit up. So that's the biggest thing. They're not going to spawn if there's a bunch of caves around you, which there are, that have mobs in them. You have to light up everything else. That's just the way it is. They're part of the mob cap in Minecraft, so they go against the count. So that's it. I'll provide all the links in the description. So if you have any questions, put them down below, and I'll answer them the best I can. Other than that, thank you for watching, you guys. All right, take care. Bye-bye. Hold on. How do I turn this off? I'm using a different kind of screen recorder, not